Good evening for Enterprise fans. Okay, here we go. Good evening for Enterprise fans. Welcome to Survivor Hero Island. I'm your club captain Darren, here to bring you another VOD review from our wonderful racing group. I'm here in the booth with Zeno Cat. How are you tonight, Zeno?
I'm doing well. Excited to see what we've got in store for us tonight.
We have some wackiness involved tonight. We've got club member Stoney doing the tracking, and big thanks to Beauty and Discovery for doing the restream behind the scenes. It should be a fun one. Those who aren't familiar, Survivor Hero Island is kind of a fan fiction version of Free Enterprise, where plot is that Golbez is trying to break into show business, doing a Survivor-themed show. Where we are in the plot at this point, this is episode 7. Due to various shenanigans, Freddie, Young, Edward, and Sid have been thrown away into an alternate dimension. They're not currently available. Golbez is trying to, quote-unquote, help get everybody back. And in the latest bit of disaster, the last time we had Z killed, threw dark matter all over the place. Some of it knocked out Golbez's lawyer. One of it did something weird to Golbez. And in a weird twist of fate, all the NPCs in the world are currently pigs except for Golbez and the heroes. Go figure.
Well, that's gonna make for an interesting adventure as our party goes off. Now, unfortunately, we can't actually mod the game to have everyone be pigs, but we know they're pigs.
Yet. I have put a suggestion into one of the 4 people. It's like, well, I have another where we can change the NPCs to all be like pigs or frogs or what have you, but
That
we'll
feels
see
like
if that
work.
It does feel like work, but you know, it's wacky, and we like wacky things every now and again. Briefly to describe our flag set, it is 8 objectives. They have to do 7. The first 3 are hard required, which is Giant, Forge, and Destroy the Super Cannon. The Giant is vanilla. And besides that, we've also got here Trade Away the Pinktail, Cure the Fever with the Sand Ruby, Defeat the Baron Castle Basement Throne, for the Panteon's Wife, and Conquer the Vanilla Crystal Sword Altar. And we
Yeah,
are
a good
underway.
spread on these objectives. And oh, hey, look, it's Golbez. And he's
Yeah,
sending Gorm and Rosa to the moon.
and how? Because on this flag set, Darker's Crystal, that's a good start. On this particular flag set, it is K unsafer, and it is force hook. So underground access is through the moon, and it has to be a hook route. Now the here, if you will, is the superhero flag on which means Quorum is basically very, very murder child already. Just give her a bow and an arrow, and she will murder things right off the bat without any equipment at all. It also means she's going to be very super speedy and very hard to take out with all the vitality in there. So we're just looking for equipment, and we have Stoney's VOD from when this was run, and we also have mine. So I get to embarrass myself multiple ways over in this by both the plot, and then you get to see the ridiculous race that I ended up running here.
Yeah, we see that you have headed into Watery Pass. Interesting, not using one of your exits right away. I'd be very tempted with the Forum Hero. You know what? I can use an exit here. We got some exits in the exit kit.
Yeah, I know they are there, but I tend to discount doing the full watery passing if I have exit available. To me, it's like if I'm going to spend the time to do it, I'm going to try and head down to Eblan Castle or something like that and try to get boxes in a slightly better spot.
Yeah, I mean, I know the loot tier on these is very similar, if you look at it in T-Pro and T-Wildish. But with the max tier and min tier, it might be a little bit of a wash. Watery Pass is just a little bit sparser as far as actual boxes is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I like the slightly better concentration, so it's like I'll tend to do Dameseam Castle or something like that. Oh, the Moobodges has posted the flags there for everyone. This was under the previous version of Gale Swift's 460. It's too long to actually put in the chat, so there's a link there for looking at the full flag set. One other thing that's good to mention is there was a flag out here to give triple experience on the moon. The flag is bugged, which is why I've taken it sort of out of the future club races. But you're gonna notice that pretty much every fight the runners go through here, there's gonna be triple experience everywhere. So yeah, the levels are gonna get pretty high. You're not usually gonna see levels this high in actual races under more normal flag sets. I like to be weird, unfortunately, for my runners, so
Fine. We can just have silly amounts of experience. And hey, look, it's Palom here on Mount Hobbs. That's a nice pickup.
yeah, it's a Palom. We've got a Mylon and Friends, which Twin Spell, this might into... Okay, well, that's kind of weak.
Unfortunate. That took Palom's stat, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that did.
Because if it takes Porum's stat, Twin is going to be really good.
Yeah, and there's an arrow shot from Porum,
yeah.
which is like, it's 800 hit points. That's,
oh my god,
600.
That's like a great bow and poison arrows. That's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's base level Porum. It's going to get really, really high from here. Armor spell is there because, yeah, this is J spells, so you have to get a few more levels to get the white mages up to their tier 4 and such things.
It does feel like the loot has been... I mean, the loot is tier 3 to 6, so we're not going to see anything super spectacular, but we're also not going to see anything super poor. So we are seeing a lot of, like, consumable J items that are decent, like black belt, bandana, diamond ring, a strength ring. Things that are nice to have, but not, like, spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, there is... we do have the monster boxes that give key items in the underworld, so there's some chance at some better loot down there in the underworld, because that's all 7 boxes in Sylph, that is 4 boxes in the Tower, 1 in Greymarch, and because the key items are unrated, it is very likely that somewhere or other a box is going to give you a progression somewhere. I actually tried to run this C generation at one point by trying to restrict the Darkness Crystal's location. It's just like, you can't do it because there's not enough places, basically, where you've got it in order to work, so.
No, there's not. I mean, you've got... Because the underground is gated behind, and the hook route are all gated behind that moon, the only places we have available are the 4 overworld checks, and maybe if you get a Baron Key or an Earth Crystal or a Twin Heart.
Neptune, this is actually a VOD review, so in
yes,
this case...
the runners have already done this before, that we're just watching them back. They are not also running at the same time.
Yeah, because Stony tracking it and me commentating it while trying to play it, that sounds like it'd be very funny for a fundraiser.
That would be fun for a
but...
one-off, and not for an actual race of any kind whatsoever.
Wizard hat for the Antlion Cave. Womp womp.
Hey, I mean, Porum can wear that. Or, well, Rosa actually want it. Porum's stats are good enough that she's probably fine.
I'm pretty sure that Porum's going to get to 99 will very quickly in this particular season.
Yeah. I was going to say, wait a minute, Porum's will is not a problem.
No, even her wisdom is not going to be a problem. She probably has better wisdom than Palom is going to.
We thought Porum was a dodge queen before as far as magic goes. Will the Big Bangs even hit her?
That's an interesting question. I don't even remember what the answer to that was.
I think yes, because one roll has to hit.
It is a well-programmed game, so we'll see if that holds true. Got a Dark Elf here, cool.
Yeah, not super threatening. She's gonna do some stuff, but Porum is very fast, and so she's going to kind of destroy it, because she destroys everything.
It's usually Palom, but she might have taken over some of his mischievousness this seed. Or she's just really, really mad about the whole situation of all of her best friends in the city are pigs. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, this is the price that we had to pay. Everyone got turned into pigs, but as a result, Porum has become a superhero.
It's due to more other things like whatever opened the dimensional portal has made people superheroes. We've had
I
Kane
don't
and
know.
Ellum be superheroes before too.
Yeah. Anyway, we just get
Or
a Boreas from Babil, so I guess that's neat. I don't know.
the Dark Knight was so um,
We got
petty.
a same level item from the tower next door.
I would say the
Just a
Dark Knight
bit.
basically left an ice cube in Kabul. That's a really nice gift.
Yay! Well, listen. According to the lore of the original game, that is the Dark Knight's weapon. The Dark Knight's ultimate weapon is an ice cube.
It was not well thought out.
We see selling off things to buy some Star Veils. I'm not buying the pass right there. I guess. I mean, we don't need it yet.
Or it was just forgotten about, one or the other.
The one or the other, yes. I suppose. I mean, if you're given that choice, I buy the pass so that I don't forget it exists. Looks like Sony is also buying that pass there. It does have a bit more money, but.
Yeah, there
I
we go.
do understand that Star Veils are more likely to be required sooner than the pass, which is, hey, it's the end of the seed, you should probably have a pass.
Yeah, and it is possible you could just simply walk down there if the crystal sword
Oh,
also
I
does
see. You'd
happen to
already
be the
bought a
last.
pass. Never mind. I'm not watching closely enough. Thanks, chat.
If it's any consolation, I wasn't watching either.
Well, you played this.
I played it. It was a long time ago at this point because this particular restream has been a little bit delayed with various things going on. So, you know.
Okay. We
Anyhow,
are heading into Baron Inn now. We see an Octoman. We saw an Octoman. Goodbye. There is a Rosa here. Unfortunately, I believe See No Dupes is on, which means we are not getting this Rosa.
no, it's no dupes.
So we're not going to be able to get a character here, unfortunately, but now it's time to fight Vigan. This would be scary if he ever got a turn.
I think he'll eventually get a turn.
Maybe. That might have been Foreign Staff. Maybe. Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Oh, it was like 1,000 damage. Maybe that one was Foreign Staff. I don't know. I don't think Talon would be doing quite that much with no bluffs.
How long it takes the Pagan to take a turn here. I mean, that was quite the delay.
Yeah. Anyway, goodbye, Vigan.
Yeah, that's that.
And what do we get for Baron Inn? Is this even?
Vanilla Baron Key.
I suppose if we really wanted to, we could take care of the Baron basement right now.
Yes, we probably could.
Porum is probably strong enough that she could just take it on her own and she'd be fine.
It depends on what's there. If it's DKC, no.
Yes, that's true. There are some things that she can't do. But she definitely outspeeds that spot. So,
yes.
as long as she doesn't get one shot, she'll be fine. I think DKC is still a one-shot, just for her.
Like the key. Hyper keys are in a future build for Enterprise, sorry. Right up for 505.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you cannot lick the free Enterprise.
You know where the Enterprise has been, why would you want to?
That's a good point. I don't know what the Enterprise has been.
Lobez's airship isn't any better, by the way.
No, none of the airships. I mean, let's take
I
stock
mean,
of the airships. One of them comes out of the ground in Baron. It doesn't seem very sanitary. One of them is just sitting in the Tower of Babil. Who knows what's been going on there? The big whale came from the bottom of the ocean.
and
Doesn't sound the cleanest to me.
Golbez's airship is filled with dark imps, so that doesn't sound sanitary either.
No.
All right, we got to attempt to mount Ordeals. And it looks like we've got some type of guard here.
Yep, that is the Baron guard.
Yep. Now, this is a little bit interesting because... Oh, we have mute arrows. Never mind, this is not
Yeah, no,
interesting
we
at
have
all.
mute arrows. This is fine. With Korum's ridiculous stats and mute arrows doing 4 times damage, these guards are very dead. Oh look, our other characters are gaining abilities. That's neat.
Yeah, they'll eventually get a turn somewhere in here too, maybe.
Yeah,
It's the
hey,
other set
that
of
wagon
guards.
fight. Oh, cool. I guess you could say Ordeals is well guarded.
Sounds like there's supposed to be a convention up here somewhere.
I don't know why Golbez has decided that he's going to be the lowly servant of the servant of himself.
Well, you know, he is a little bit under the weather, as it were, with the whole situation that's going on. I mean, he's the only person, well, the hero who's with a pig right now, and you know that does cause a little bit of issues.
Yeah. I guess he has to handle everything himself, so he's guarding the front door.
Now, putting a pig in front of the front door is just not a good idea for defense. I mean, all right, now Porum gets to try Mount Ordeals alone. This is not going to be an ordeal at all.
Oh no!
I
Whatever
mean,
will we do? We
unless it's
can
a
only use
gauntlet,
our most powerful character.
unless it's a gauntlet, would just be annoying here.
I played a gauntlet here recently. It was not fun.
Ooh, it's one of the cool
Ooh.
things about a superhero flag set. Oh, and there's a blue robe. Do I remember this right? Was this actually? No, it's a water egg.
No, it's Waterhead. We're gonna shoot it 3
So-
times.
The fun thing about the Earth Crystal is when you have it in your inventory with the superhero flag, all those bonus stats that Porum has just gone away. It's just normal Porum right now.
Oh, that's no fun. At least this is a free fight.
This is free, but if you're, for example, diving the moon, you come across the Earth Crystal, it can be a little bit annoying if all of your superpowers go away when you're on the middle of the moon.
Yes. Fortunately, you can get rid of the Earth Crystal.
Yes, but you have only 2 minutes to be on the moon. You can either reset and then take that fight last, or you have to go down to the Earth and then come back.
Yeah.
Neither one is all that
no.
appealing. I have a feeling that
No.
Sony is going to be off to the Tower of Zot to immediately get rid of that crystal, I would think.
Yes. I that seems like a great place to go now. Talon is probably strong enough to get through the first spot, and once you're through the first spot, you can get rid of the crystal. So
Yeah.
you
Meanwhile,
may see a check on the treasury just to see what's in there.
meanwhile, how about the ridiculousness of putting 3 of the free fights all on Mount Ordeals?
Look, the people who run Run Ordeals were realizing they weren't getting the graduation rates they needed, and so they decided to change the assessments to ensure that all students can pass.
The Elder of the City is getting soft in his old age.
Exactly.
Hey, look, the King of Baron has been replaced by the King of Eblan.
Listen. It's not uncommon for kingdoms to fall under personal unions where the ruler of one kingdom marries the ruler of another kingdom, and there happens to not be a suitable heir for one of those kingdoms, and so that kingdom gets taken over by the other kingdom, and that's what happened here. King and Queen King Eblan married the previous ruler into the previous ruler Baron's family. Queen Eblan was the daughter of the previous king. And as a result, they now rule both kingdoms side by side. Well, I guess now Queen Eblan inherited everything.
For about 1 second, now that's done with.
Now that's done. Edge is now the king of everything. Cool.
Edge so far not appearing in the sea.
Yes, somewhere. Edge is the king.
Oh, he's coming to take his throne right now.
Oh, wonderful! Hi, Edge! Congratulations, you're the king now!
It is not see bye though, so Edge has been said goodbye to for now.
I see Chad is in favor of democracy here. I mean, I too would vote for Senator Crocodile.
Well, I got news for you. The townspeople threw Senator Crocodile into the moat. That's how popular he became.
Yes, there is that problem. He kept eating them because they're all pigs.
It was probably even before they all became pigs.
That's probably true. Wait,
hey, a Moonveil.
Can't he swim?
It's an interesting question. We'll ask one of the NPCs the next time we find one.
Sure, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Anyway, Edge is also on the moon, in addition to Baron, so it didn't matter where you went, you're getting Edge.
You can't make me.
Oh, no, we can't.
I mean, granted, I don't know who else I would take really over Edge at this point, but...
Listen, you're about to do the moon and get all of your rebels. You have
that is more true than you know.
I mean, I get in Stoney's case, Stoney has Zot to do, so Zot's 2 more characters. We may see someone else there.
The odds are likely, I think, but odds in this game tend to go against whom you least want them to.
Listen, sometimes you get a character on objective, and it's at the package, and the package is the last thing you find.
And the package has deemed this for your other required key item or something like that, yeah.
You jest, but this literally just happened in the last seed I played. Not only was it the package with the last character the character objective, the package also had demist. With a major item on it.
I love it when the randomizer does obnoxious things like that.
I should also mention, I knew demist was there because I'd seen every other boss spot in the game.
Which also is a bad feeling because, yeah.
Yes.
We got an Elixir, we got Leviathan, Bahamut, or Useless,
Iridia. Cool. That power shirt's nice. The Hourglass maybe. Life Staff. Yeah, I guess Rosa can use it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the summon orbs are all just simply cash because no Iridia in the scene. She has been banished to wherever these things are. I think Joker Mage, I think, was in charge of the alternate universe that everyone is in.
Oh boy.
By the way, if you are interested in what the backstory to the plot behind this whole thing, in the Discord under the Survivor Hero Island Club channel, you can read all of the wacky plot that I have come up with over the last 3 seasons of this club. If it's kind of your thing. It's designed to be silly, and hopefully people get a little enjoyment out of it in their life. And if this interests you in possibly running this wacky thing, get your copy and join the next async.
Edge's weaponry situation is not ideal. I have to say, it was Stoney's going up Zot with an assassin dagger and a dancing dagger. See, you are taking on the Black Cat Lamia chest here in Eblan. This is a great place to get for loot. These boxes, I don't believe, can have any progression in them.
No, there is no
But,
possible progression here, but there
but
is.
they are not bound by max tier 6.
Will that be a good thing or a bad thing for us? Let's find out. Oh, golden apple.
Eh, yeah. That's some hit points.
Points are yummy. Let's not forget that. Oh, another box right here. Bad ogres.
Yay, Mad Ogre.
And we're just gonna have Forum go murder mode again, and that should be.
Forum Go Burr is a very good strategy.
At 7,600 hit points, Mad ogres are not going to survive that.
No. They got like 1750, 1800 something in there.
Yeah, some 17 something, I think.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
not surviving many of this. Oh, hey,
found
it's
a
a
wyvern.
wyvern.
Now, let's see what the. It's a gaze, which missed everybody but Rosa. That's probably not a problem there.
Ooh, and we're using the new spell, Lance, which is a drain spell, but for white mages.
Yeah, it replaces, I think, what spell is like sight, I think is what it replaces?
Sight, yes. We replaced the sight spell because, let's be honest, who's gonna use the sight spell?
Who's ever used it before? See, I don't know. Other than my ex.
Correction, who has used it intentionally?
Yes, that's a better way to put it.
Or who has used it when not playing the list spells wacky where all of your spells do different things?
Meanwhile, if Forum wasn't speedy enough, I just put a heroin robe on her. That sounds like it is. We're just going full out here with the accelerator.
We gotta go fast. Forum needs to go so fast that she outspeeds the element spot.
That's possible, but
With superheroes, for sure. If she's got plus 50, you could absolutely get Forum up to 50 at high levels with the Heron Robe and some other gear. Heron Robe, Artie Bow. It was plus 25.
Putting on the dexterous flag would just been a little bit too much, I think, in this case.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
That would be kind of wasted on Forum anyways.
Yeah, she is plenty small.
Well, 794, that's a low hit, but not low enough on this wyvern.
Unfortunately, Sony with the Earth Crystal in hand, ooh, it's a crystal sword.
Well, there might be a Cecil in this seed somewhere.
He might show up eventually, sure. Maybe. Lance is, oh my gosh, Lance is so nice.
It is. Hey, there's a wyvern down.
Yep, goodbye, wyvern.
One of Cecil or Kate is guaranteed to be in the seed because 7 out of 8 of the available characters are in here somewhere. At least one of them will show up. Which means we're really hoping for an Avenger sword here.
Yes. Well, you say one of them will show up. One of them could be that character at the package. Or that character at Sandruby that's really buried. Or that character at, well, there's not really any other character locations that would be super buried, I guess. But you get the point.
I do get the point, yes.
It is entirely possible that they are buried. Or they could show up soon, but there's a few.
And Forum is now a superhero again.
Hooray!
And this news has just simply caused Fu to pass out. And the companion is Rosa, which is,
Not a character, because we already have her.
Not a character that gives me questions now about Fu.
I don't know. Looks like
Yes,
Sony's gonna commit to this party. We're taking Fu along for the ride. I mean, sure, he's got spells.
he does. I
He's
mean,
okay at the spells.
this is actually one of those weird seeds where it's like, I don't want to take the Fu because we do not have the stat growth, and everybody's going to be getting very, very high stats.
That's honestly my feeling as well. If I know I'm gonna get a lot of experience relatively quickly, in this sort of permajoin situation, I don't really want to have Fu. I've already got a white mage, I've already got a black mage. Especially, like, if I didn't have that Talon, I maybe consider Fu.
Is this even get underground now? Well, Profness, actually, they have to go through the moon to get the hook underground. It is deliberately made very circuitous for them. It'd be more difficult if we didn't have superhero on, because that would be really, really just annoying. Depending on what's on the moon.
Oh yeah, no, the moon can be if it wants to be. Well, there go. We got the superheroes back for Stony, and there go yours.
Yeah, well, that's okay. This means the detour to the Tower of Zod is coming up. Oh, hey, the Tower of Zod is being run by a computer.
That makes sense. This checks out. And Purim is going to casually lance 2,000 HP from the CPU. Thanks, Purim. Purim sees the orb and she says, "I must absorb."
Oh boy. I like how Lance also just ignores the wall it's on the CPU.
That is also very nice.
I noticed on the Wyvern, it's like, wait a minute, Wyvern's supposed to have a wall. It's like, how do we dispel this
Nope.
stuff?
Lance just doesn't care. It's great. I love this Lance spell. Can we get this added to the base game?
I
No one
mean, I
needs
guess.
fight.
I mean, I guess it's kind of in line with the lore of Cain, where it's just like, yeah, Cain doesn't really care either. He just does what he wants. As all of the Cain fans in the chat start brandishing their knives.
Okay.
And what do we get from the tower? We got a Leviathan, just cash.
Money. The real reward was Purim as a superhero again. Also, I guess Rosa learned exit. And then I suppose Fu is also here.
Yeah, Purim already knew exit, and you know,
Yes.
not all that exciting. But that is okay, because we have other things that can be exciting.
Like all this money we're getting from selling our orbs. Unfortunately, we can't absorb those orbs.
No, and also unfortunately for the heroes, adamants are not for sale. Otherwise, if I had enough cash, I could just buy those.
Not yet, actually. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, I was misreading that. No, that is only 100, not even 100,000 GP.
So about the moon, huh? What about the moon, Beauty?
I imagine we're going there, although Stony still has Baroning to do, and Baron Castle after, and we could still do the Odin Throne.
It is an objective.
It is an objective. We don't
necessarily
absolutely have to do it, but it's, you know, we do have to do 7 of 8.
Out of all of these, I would imagine either the basement or the crystal altar are going to be the two that are the most popular to fade.
Yeah.
Depending
Well,
on if you have the choice, obviously.
if basement or the crystal altar, but you're on the moon anyway. Let's just do the crystal altar.
It's out of the way.
And the Baron basement is right here, available right now. I'd expect we probably skip one of the other things that we might not see the key item for. But who knows when we're getting the pink tail or the sand ruby?
basement could be value, but what the basement is not going to be is it cannot be underground access. It's got to be something that is doesn't lead you there. So
Yes. It
at
could
this
be
point,
something, but
I mean,
not.
it could be a twin harp. It could be the tail of the sand ruby, but
Hmm.
it's limited. It's limited in what it could be to help
It
out.
could be the pan for later. It's not gonna lead you underground, but it could be something nice to have for later. Could be the tower key. We do need the tower key. Or half a forge.
Yeah, or it could just be a sneaky thing like package that hides a demist.
Yeah, it could be.
This gauntlet, unfortunately, can't be worn by Forum.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan of the Zeus Gauntlet purchase. With a strength ring in hand? I really don't know that I like it. That's a lot of money to invest in 5 strength. Effectively.
Well, it is also our only melee character, so I mean, I guess the mages being more cheap, I guess you could maybe make the investment and make it back.
Yeah. I'm just not a huge fan still. At least at this stage. I'd rather be putting my money towards weapons for Edge. Because for the same price, I can get a ninja sword, and that's going to do a lot more for my damage.
Forsake money, acquire strength.
No, I suppose we haven't seen the ninja sword in the shop yet, so I don't know. Maybe it'll just show up later. Hallam having Quake here is going to make Wyvern very easy. Turns out Quake is a good spell.
You would think that a creature with wings would not be affected by Quake, but
no, Wyvern's not that smart.
Yeah, apparently the wings are just for show.
Yeah, no. See, Wyvern was the trouble with flying is that it gives you an elemental weakness, and Wyvern doesn't have time for elemental weakness. It's only the dragon weakness.
Pretty weak to Earth there. I mean, this is just my opinion on that.
Earth is not an element.
It is in Greek mythology, anyways. No matter what
Not
the
in
program
free
is,
enterprise mythology.
they're just wrong. I'm sorry.
Listen, there's only 6 elements, and they are fire, ice, lightning, air, holy, and dark. Those are the 6 elements of Final Fantasy IV.
No, Forum just got crushed by a dragon. That's always fun.
Oh, well, that's quite unfortunate. And then the dragon did not do anything to anyone else.
And where is Captain Planet now, Beauty?
Maybe heart is the secret 7th element, because every time the Ordeals changing room flashes 7 colors, the altar on the moon flashes 7 colors. Clearly, the 7 colors are the 6 elements plus power of friendship.
Or the developers forgot there were 8 crystals and left out a color.
No, I think it's the first one. It's the 6 elements and the power of friendship.
Heart is the element of lands. Okay.
Sorry, but no, these elements are like hard-coded into the game. You can't... adding another element to the game is not an easy thing to do.
I'd love it done in 5 minutes. I have faith.
Yeah, it looks like you've just finished up Zot, so we're wrapping up what Stoney's done. Stoney is heading through Baron, almost discovering the king and queen of Eblan and Baron about to pass away and leave their kingdom to Edge. Sorry, kingdoms, plural.
Well, there's a kingdom sale on today. We're just going to sell all the kingdoms to Golbez, I guess.
But didn't we just, like, knock him over? Wait, is Golbez working for the king and queen of Eblan?
Oh, he may felt guilty about turning into monsters. You never know.
Yeah, he must be like the Grand Fear or something.
Anyway, give Forum an apple. That sounds good.
The one thing she doesn't get from being a superhero is hit points. And MP, but that's fine. Her MP growth is pretty good. HP growth, not quite so much.
Yeah, it looks like, meanwhile, it is time for the moon, almost 40 minutes into the seed.
We are on our way to the moon.
Now the question is, did we get lucky and the hook shows up like right away? Or is this one of those things where it's going to be the last of the 6 checks on the moon?
You already know it's going to be the last of the 6 checks on the moon.
Actually, what I'm really kind of hoping for is that somehow it's through the Twin Harp and you have to go back to the Earth to find it.
If only there were chain items on the moon so you could have to go back to the Earth to find it, and then the Twin Harp gives you, hey, here's something to go back to the moon. But I would appreciate the Twin Harp for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately for all of us, the moon is completely unlocked by having a darkness crystal. We've not yet come up with things to gate the individual altars, although maybe at some point in the fork that will actually be the case, and it's like, hey, darkness crystal gets you to the moon and the hairdryer chest and the giant, and that's it.
Look, I feel like there are certain bosses at certain locations that do serve as a sort of gate to those locations. As in, I am not touching this until I've cleared everything else.
Well, yes, that situational proceed. I mean, everybody, when they see the antlion hiding at one of these spots, it's gonna be like, ew. But if you see the king and queen of Eblan, it's like, yes, I'm taking that even at level 10.
Oh, hey, it's Odin. And Odin.
It's not just vanilla in Baron, because the Baron key was also in the inn.
Now, Odin is not going to Santetsuki here when he finishes his script. He will do something else.
If he ever gets to that point.
If he gets to that point. He'll get to that point. We're not doing that much damage. Or maybe lancing him for 2k, but... And Crew's about to lift 3 him for quad 9s, but he's still fine. You'd be able to skip it. Done a lot of damage.
More than halfway there.
Yeah, and there's a lit 2. Yeah, that's gonna do it. No secret Zantetsukin replacement today.
Well, it is the first objective down, roughly 41 minutes into this siege. With a Dragoon Lance for the king, who is not on Stoney's side, unfortunately. It may not be in the
money.
siege.
Money is good.
To buy all the elixirs we're going to use, right?
Because, look, we don't have that kind of money yet. We gotta buy Blackus lines.
I'm sure Blackus lines are already seen, actually.
Well, you've seen the Blackus lines. Stoney has not.
Aha.
Because they are on the moon.
Always remember to buy the map for the liquor store, people.
Anyway, we are starting to see the levels just really rack up here off the hairdryer's chest. Was that 113,000 experience or something like that?
Something pretty high.
Absolutely ridiculous. Palom's got his level 3 elemental spells, Corb's got Cure 3, we get an X-Scal which we can throw. Oh, that's right, Edge is on the team. The Dragoon Lance is a dart.
Yes, that's true. So well, in Stoney's case, there won't be a Kane available, but my team still has a slot we can squeeze someone into.
Yes, unfortunately that person will be quite underleveled, but that's okay. There's
You know what's,
so much experience in this seed.
you know what's really fun is, since Slingshot is still actually on, it could probably be Slingshot pretty much all the way up until every single fight until Z.
Yeah,
If the moon is
that's
put
true. Once we're done with the moon, if we get this character, say, out of the giant or the hook route, yeah.
I'm gonna try value first on a top-down type of play.
I respect it. I absolutely love top-down.
There are
'Cause
times
you
when
get
it
the
is
hook,
right.
you can leave and not come back.
Well, that would be the hope, but moon is it's another vanilla. It's
Wonderful. Or is this? Did you randomize this? I'm not convinced.
The randomization might be used a few more shakes this time around.
We're gonna go ahead and veil up before we focus. That makes sense. Bacchus wines do go through Stardales. And meanwhile, Stony headed to the Murasame altar over in the Lunar Subterrane. It's Dr. Luge!
Oh, fun. We're gonna get some
Magical
dialogue here
robot
because
Bowman.
these are not gonna go down quite that fast. There is a level 3 though, from Foos. That might help out a little bit here.
It's a level 3 elemental, but these Luge and Bowman are not weak to lightning.
Oh, only the phase 2 thing is, huh?
Nope. It's just a machine. None of them have a lightning weakness.
That's just one of those things with Thunderclaw that's because it hits
The
a machine.
Thunderclaw is good against machines, so it's good against Bowman, it's good against the second phase. But they're not lightning weak at all. But Thunderclaw and Lit Arrows do really well because they have that machine weakness tied to them as well. So using Lit 3 spells, not really gonna do it.
I think would be better apparently here. Oh well. Looks like Stony has realized this and is on the way to
No, I don't think Drew has quite yet.
Fallon does.
Fallon does, which is wonderful, but Food is not.
Hey, the robot's down.
Okay, now we just gotta finish off the doctor. And then there goes the doctor. But never mind, he's back.
You know, that whole thing about apple a day keeping the doctor away does not seem to work with Luge.
No, he keeps showing up. It's really annoying.
And he keeps having flatulence. What's with this?
Well,
He has an
look, there's that
Archibald.
Archibald. Now Porum can go even faster.
I might already be at 99 agility here. I'm not sure.
Don't think she'd be at 99 agility yet.
Aaron Rope plus Artemis. I mean, that's plus 25
Artemis
on.
plus Artemis is 25. She doesn't hit 25 agility for what until she's like level 40 something, 50ish.
Aaron superhero though, so I mean, you know.
But yeah, no, that's a plus 50.
I'm assuming it's plus 50. I don't know what it exactly is.
If that's a plus 50, plus 25 from Hero and Artie, she needs to have 25 natural.
Aha.
She does not hit that until level 50ish. So yeah, that's still worth throwing on her for the agility. Plus, you know, it's the attack power really.
95.
Yeah, look at that. She's only at 95 agility, and she's level 38. Yeah, she's fine. She can get faster. Exactly. Only 95 agility. That's not fast enough.
Yeah, beats Z's speed level.
That's another Dragoon Spear from the Murasame altar.
Well, so far the first two checks in the moon have been complete disappointments.
I mean, I wouldn't say the Artemis bow is a complete disappointment. Compared to the Archer bow,
Well, compared to the Archer bow, yes. And compared to, I guess, the Dragoon Spear, which is just another dart. Yeah, kind of.
I feel like I'm happy with the I see that already though. That's a solid attack power boost. Corum was doing what, 2k-ish to Bahamut, and now we're gonna see more.
We'll see what Quorum comes up with. Hey,
More.
4,000.
That was 4k. Yeah, Artie bow is more.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely doing its work. Probably add another multiplier there with the agility.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Agility, the plus 10 agility, the plus 10's... Well, not quite. Because agility's only every 16, and she's at 95. Gotta get to 96. But the strength bonus might be helping out as well. Because I'm sure that Corum is not maxed out on strength.
Yeah, no. I don't think she would naturally...
Maybe. I don't think she would be.
No, she'll get plus 15 from the heroine robe and plus 5 from the headband.
Well, and plus 10 from the Artie bow, so that's plus 30. So she got plus 80 strength. She might be maxed.
Yeah, we'll have to see next time we look at the stats.
Probably has 20 strength at this point. That's not very strong. You know, she's not like super strong. It's not, naturally, she's not super strong, but she, you know, they expect you to do some archery with her. She might be maxed on strength.
All I know is if she was in a competition and got results like this, she would be getting tested for steroids.
Yes. Stony is taking some monster boxes. Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe for experience, maybe for some items, or possibly forgot the boxes are not on the moon. Whichever one it is, we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't love the red giants with this party. They counter magic with stuff that's not actually threatening, but just annoying. And we're nuking it? Oh no. No, you want to weak these. Okay, I guess it'd been knocked low enough. But these things have a decent amount of hit points.
Blood Bacchus level test.
Yeah, gotta test your blood for Bacchus one.
Or test your Bacchus wine for blood, whichever one you want to go with. Very funny. There's a restaurant here called Bacchus I intend to hit one of these days.
Oh, Palom getting knocked right back down by the emission. Poor Palom.
What is with the flatulence on this moon here just being fatal?
Listen, emissions are scary.
I mean, especially when I guess you've got Bender doing the emissions.
It's just not a good time up here on the moon. This red giant needs to go away. It's been on the screen too long.
The good twin still standing.
The fact that we're going with Lance on her over attacking is kind of hurting at this point. Lance is cool, but it's not going to beat Zerkin. You've got decent gear. I guess Stony doesn't have the Artie bow from Cape Bahamut, but yeah, Lance is not doing it at this point.
He doesn't have the Hero Robe either, so he also...
Ooh, that's true too.
That's playing in, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, it's an X-Cal.
Cool, now we can throw that later. Yay.
right. And it's crystal altar time, which is an objective.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna do this first. It's an objective. You may as well knock it out. Let's see who's here. Oh no!
Ew.
Oh no!
Of
You
all
know,
the
you know
things
how
to
there's
see.
bosses that can say, "Hey, maybe I shouldn't do this check." Yeah, this is one of those bosses. You might think, wait a minute, that's just like an off-color plague. No, no, it's not. It is so much worse.
Oh, he's like 30,000 HP?
This is 30,000 HP of pain, and that's the first fight.
At least it ends with 2 trickersing at the end, right? That's just simply annoying.
No, there's no trickers in this one.
Oh, really?
That's the
Ah.
other two. That's the White Spear and Ribbon. This does not have trickers in it. And Porum almost ran out of count there in the first fight. I would like to point that out. Porum almost died. So that's fight 1. Now we have Warlocks. They're pretty chill. This is the
Especially with
easiest fight of the Gauntlet. Here. These 3 Warlocks.
Especially the mute bell, this is basically free.
Yes.
Because in this version of AI back in the 90s, it's like, they're muted. They don't know anything else to cast, though, so, you know, they just...
They just follow a script. They don't react to anything, really, other than specific counterattacks to specific things. And otherwise, they just follow the same script. It's not very advanced. They're trying. They're not succeeding.
And now they're dead anyway, so...
Yep. Moving on to the next fight of this gauntlet, we are also getting ridiculous levels here. We're gonna get so many levels.
Yeah, they're weak. They had Life 2 show up already.
Hey, it's Double Go Dragons!
Remember those hourglasses I think we got?
The Hourglass singular. Yeah, this is a good place to use it because the next 2 encounters in this gauntlet are immune to stop. This is a I would argue this is one of the worst. This is for me this is the worst gauntlet in the game. Everyone likes to say Masa Alter. But I say this one.
Mazda also can be a little bit nasty if it is with the wrong partner.
Yes. But Masa Alter gives you a break. The Behemoth encounter is completely free. And sure, you got red dragons in that one, but this one has blue dragons. And blue dragons are annoying. Because they resist everything. Including air, which means bows and arrows, bows and spears do reduce damage.
270. Oh, there's white.
So, you know, your anti-dragon gear does reduce damage because it's all bows and spears, unless you're using Rydia to hit things with a dragon whip. Speaking of blue dragons, here's blue dragons. There's 2 of
Also,
them.
Elm has nuke at this point in time, so nuke before underground. That's always fun. And yeah, Forum is not doing gangbusters here with at bow, even Berserk.
Yeah. And then now they're going for their Blizzard, which is percentage based on their own HP. We're gonna get through this, it's just not fun.
Luckily, Palam's Quake took off enough HP from these things so that Blizzard wasn't completely devastating.
Yeah.
And of course, they have all the levels now, I mean.
Yes, we have gotten quite a bit of power. Stony is also doing this gauntlet, just following right behind. Although that food really isn't speeding up this party very much. the Heroine Rogue and Artibo doing him much more, I think. Oh my god, this is so much experience. It's ridiculous. Okay. Anyway. This fight's actually relatively fine. This is our victory lap fight. Kangaroo, Red Giant, whatever. They're annoying, but they're fine. The Fatal Eye is the worst part of this gauntlet, honestly, because it just has so many hit points. Why does the Fatal Eye have more hit points than a Moon Boss? Why is the Fatal Eye actually just a worse version, like a more annoying version of Plague? With more HP than Plague. And it's just one of the fights in this gauntlet.
If we meet occasionally. It was the early 90s, I mean, at that point developers were still like, let's make a game that no one can beat. Or very few people can beat.
Fatal Eye is awful.
Imagine
cabin.
Imagine it would be like in the DS version of this game.
Oh no. Well, that's a spoon. We can throw that. And an objective, so we will take that too.
Yep. That is a free 10k basically against some boss in this Boomer Giant, perhaps. Yeah. Unfortunately, unless it is exactly one boss in this game, there is no ice cream boss in this game.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And death is here, so yeah.
Of this gauntlet, though, is getting through to the Blue Dragons now. Yeah, we're gonna throw an X-Cal at them. That's fair.
Yeah, need to make sure that Blizzard doesn't accidentally ruin the day down here.
Yeah, fortunately Lance is also non-elemental, it looks like, so that's good. That's good. It's probably got the drain thing set so that it, reverses for undead, but it's good.
Hey, speaking of Antlion, it's in the Ribbon Room, I think.
No, I think this is the White Spear.
Is this White Spear?
I think it's White Spear, but yeah, he's in his natural habitat either way. Oh boy, the Silver Dagger. What a great card.
I think Stony has given up on getting Fu up in this. Oh, he's getting him now? Maybe.
He's trying to get him up now. We're gonna do a Lance on the Blue Dragon though. Yep, we're getting him up. Even though the Blue Dragons attack you with ice, don't use fire on them, they'll heal. They're just like that. The Red Dragons, though, weak to ice.
Blue Dragons sound like jerks. I mean,
They are! They're real jerks. They don't even give as much experience as the Red Dragons. Who, makes sense. Then again, the Red Dragon's a Heat Ray, and Heat Ray is Heat Ray.
Any wipe has occurred due to Heat Ray.
It's an elemental attack, but...
Antlion steaks are being served now.
Oh, that was Ribbon. Great.
Hey,
there's Underground, and now Porum has good arrows, too, to go with her bow. Now, you have to pass. Already.
Yep.
You're already at the bottom of the moon. Let's just go ahead and check these other two things.
Yeah, I mean, 4 out of 6 spots have already been done, so, I mean, that makes total sense.
I feel like if you're in this situation, you're doing the moon before Underground. It doesn't make sense to skip. Like, you're not about to hit go mode. You're already up here. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get back. Let's just clear this out now. Then we'll go deal with everything else. But we can go ahead and get these checks just in case we get something useful for the underground.
What else do you need? Luckily, still 3 boss battles on, so yeah, we'll have to kill him.
Yes, we're just gonna get a speech about justice, and he's gonna go away.
Luka key. Let's see. Not actually that useful because the warp glitch is on, unless Behemoth is exactly there. One more altar to go.
Yep. And our final altar is...
Hey, it's the elements.
all 4 of the elements that don't actually represent the real elements.
We didn't have enough of a budget to get all 6 our elements in one fight.
Yeah. I guess Mylon's here representing lightning. I don't know. Ruby's representing fire, of course. That one makes sense. Valvalis is representing air. That makes sense for her. Yanazo can represent ice. Sure. I don't think anyone's representing holy or dark.
No, and this was going pretty quickly, so we should see a veil up on the screen pretty soon, I think. There we go.
Yeah.
Very weak
And
already
there she
arrows.
goes.
It's a Mazamune, which is nice for that edge, but...
Is this even? It's vanilla masa.
Dathus would be enjoying the seat anyways, but meanwhile, we're going to have to go down to the Earth at this point because we have run out of checks on the moon.
Yes, remember this place called the Earth? There's stuff down there. Oh no. Well,
Oh. It looks
that's
like
fine.
I don't
We
know.
have lost Garen's feed. We'll get work on getting that back up. In the meantime, enjoy Antlion.
Double ant lion. There we go.
The googly eyes are so great that we needed them twice. Well, we're working on getting Garen's
Wait a minute. I think I remember what the problem was with this one. Let me go
oh
back
no.
and see here. Did I mention something about that? A hiccup around 105.45 is what I told Alchemy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is right about where we just passed.
Yeah, I think that the problem was I think I had to do it in 2 pieces.
Oh.
It should have been one unified piece in the highlight, but I'm not quite sure how that ended up working out. It looked good on my end, but I don't know.
Well, we're working on it. In the meantime, Sony is almost done with the bottom of this moon. Has done DKC, has done Antlion, just has to do this elements fight, and then we'll be on our way, their way out of the intercept train. This elements fight going pretty well for Sony as well. At this point, we've gotten all the levels. We're just gonna be blasting through the elements here. All the big spells coming out.
Yep, and this isn't even much of a resistance by the elements in this particular spot.
Yeah, I am a little surprised Porum is not quad 9ing the elements. But, that's the white spell for you. It's not as good as Nuke.
Oh, Rosa had no problem with quadding it. I think that's resistance of the individual elements. I think.
I don't think so. Oh.
Nope, we're back to here.
We're getting doubled again.
Yep.
That's fine. Stony has Masa.
I do find it funny that it happened right at the spot where I had the actual wood in the stitching together, because the pilot has no problem. I just went and double checked it. So it's like it's just one of those hilarious things where it picked the exact moment.
We are back on your side. It looks like you have just taken out an evil wall. And the hook route.
That was hook 1, it looks like.
Yep, hook 1. No character in the party, so we don't know who's at the hook route here. It's a karate fight for the second fight, though.
I wish we would have loved to have seen a Cecil for this, but no dice. You have to kill Yang the old-fashioned way.
That's fine. At this point, not an issue.
Yeah, I mean, with these levels, I mean, you'd be taking the party to Z normally at this point, or wondering why you are.
These bosses are going to fall over.
Yeah, the challenge of this seed flag set is not so much surviving once you get past the first few fights. It is basically, it's like, how fast can you find the objectives?
Yes.
We still only have 2 marked, and we're almost an hour 10 in.
Yeah, we need to get on getting into these objectives, although we are now underground. With karate going away, that gets us into the underground. Now it's just find the things. And as we mentioned earlier, once we're underground, those monster boxes have items in them. Or can start having items in them.
Yes, and there are 12 of them to go through. And with an unweighted distribution, I would venture to guess you're probably in most cases going to have at least 2 to 3 boxes having something in them.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they could just be things like, you know, the magma key,
we do know the magma key has to be underground, or through the underground somehow.
Yeah.
Which is actually a great reason to be clearing out everything else before you go down here, because you know the magma key is not going to be up there. That's one of your useless key items that can't show up in the overworld or on the moon.
True. I find making an objective, though, just to screw with people, but, you know.
If it's an objective, then yes, let's get underground as fast as possible so we have a better chance of finding things. But if it's not an objective, no, let's put off the underground a little bit. But now that we're underground, it is time to check on all the things. You do not have a full party, so I totally understand heading to Dwarf Castle right away. This is a character check. There are 2 key items here by virtue of the warp glitch. We can get that item out of Sealed Cave, which is in logic, but we don't want to have to do Sealed Cave for that. No, thank you.
It might be required if a D-Mist is hiding there. I don't think we've seen the D-Mist yet.
No, we haven't. Listen, we can make that a later problem.
Amazing how often later problems that you sort of leave aside become the big problems of today.
Oh, okay, that's why there was no character here. It's Fusoya again.
Yeah, and I still passed on Fusoya for
reasons that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just going to be like a Sid. He's going to be the slowest one, and Yeah.
He's gonna be the slowest character in the party, not really able to do much damage, just like Sid. But without the hit points.
Probably do a little better than Sid, just because,
For damage, yeah. And
we've already
utility,
got
sure.
we've already got a new caster who's faster. We got two white casters who aren't as fast, but better stats.
Hmm.
Hey, it's Val. We saw Val on the towers out earlier, so we
We
kind of
did.
just. And how about another foo?
How
No.
about no? Literally any other character, please, game. You know,
Yeah, we're running out of
Giant
places,
Babil has a character in it.
which is an
Doesn't it?
objective. There's only the package, Sand Ruby, and the Giant left for character checks on my seat. Every other place has been seen.
Well, I guess that's our Cecil, Arcane, and
Well, Cecil, Kane, and who's the other one we haven't who could be in the party anyway. It could be
well, we only have 7 of 8, so it could be our Cecil. But 2 of them are
Yeah.
one. There could be one Duke.
Tella is actually the other potential character in this
Oh, okay.
in this Fizz flag set.
So we know whichever one we check first is going to be Tella.
Probably the way my luck tends to go with these things. Also, I'm being stubborn, not filling out the party because I want something better than food.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally
power
get it. That is, ooh, that's big value out of that workbench. The power key is absolutely required. As it is one of our first 3 objectives. We need all of the first 3 objectives, no matter what. And then it's complete 7 of 8 total, so we can skip any one of 4 through 8. But we must do the first 3.
And the latest in Jordan fashion is to just wear a pan around your neck.
That was 2 objectives out of Dwarf. That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
And both of
considering
those
the Dwarf-
lead on to more things, so Dwarf definitely the play here.
amazing how often Dwarf just tends to be either everything or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Either it has all the value, or it's just going to be, hey, you spent all this time and you can have 2 very pointless checks.
Meanwhile, Tower of Apple to get 4 boxes and the objective out of the way.
Yep. There's 4 boxes here. There's 2 main checks as well. So there's 6 checks in this dungeon. Artemis Bow not what we're looking for at this point.
We've already got one of those, and really nobody else who can really make use of it.
Yeah. No, we don't really want to turn Rosa into a Zerker. You could. I don't think it's worth it at this point, but you could.
So the heroin robe on her if you want to slow pour him down a little bit.
Yeah, sure. The sword robe here is nice, but yeah, it's...
That's
just want
balance,
checks,
maybe. Yeah, I know. Hey, another dart.
Yay! Looks like Stony also headed to Dwarf. This is good. Won't be missing out on that tower key or that Pam. I do actually like the Dwarf play just because it, you can get everything there right now. You have a Warp Caster. It's never going to get more valuable. You may as well knock it out now, whereas March is kind of slow with the bosses down there. They're kind of annoying. Pan makes having the Pan before Sylph Cave is very nice because you can get everything done there, and having the tower key before the tower makes your life real nice as well. So really in this situation, I think, I mean, I see you doing tower right now, which absolutely makes sense. We gotta do that, and then honestly, I'm going Sylph over Pain March after this.
We'll see what past we decide to do with that in a few minutes.
Especially with unweighted, each of those Sylph boxes is the same as a warrior's. Absolutely. Sylph Cave, so good. We have to pan. Get all the things there. That's like 10 checks, if you count Sheila checks as part of Sylph Cave.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, 7 boxes, the Sylph item itself, and the 2 Sheila checks.
And making the briefest of appearances here in the Tower of that little cannon room is Shura.
Bye, Sarah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a quarter of all the checks in the game. Just to put that in perspective.
Which means Magma Key, package, and...
Well, statistically, you're gonna see 4 key items across those checks. Approximately. So we should see, like, Magma Key, package, Twin Harp, and Rat Tail, right?
Well, I mean, you might.
And the Twin Harp and the Rat Tail aren't going to lead to anything, and then we're going to be stuck with Super Forge and Pink Tail and Sandy elsewhere.
Hey,
never mind, there's the package in the tower. Okay.
It's another character check.
It is another character check. It's a long one, though. Not as long as Giant, but still long. Then again, we have to do the Giant, so...
It's a Sparkle. Let's see, we've already seen...
We've seen Wyvern. We've seen Ordo. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think it could be any of the other 3, other than Wyvern or Ogo. Okay,
Plague.
Plague's fine. Ish.
Yeah.
We're fast enough that we're gonna get some turns in before that happens. And that's the important part here.
And there's quads from forward,
yes.
So yeah.
Because Plague is weak to air.
And down it goes, yeah. The silver apple. Well,
Stony following right in your path, heading to the tower as well.
You would think with 6 checks here in the tower, I mean, other than the objective, you'd be something here, but at this point, unless we're getting a package and nothing else.
Yeah, this tower's been pretty haunted. We'll see what happens from the Super Cannon item.
Here.
Yeah, getting a stone man here. Porum not quite strong enough with the staff to bonk the alert away. I also don't know that Stony did Cape Muhammad. That does have an already go from somewhere else, so... Mute Arty? Okay, I guess we have a lot of Mute Artists. That doesn't want to worry about Berserking.
Does not have the heroin robe, unfortunately.
Yeah, but the power shirt is good enough.
Power shirt is basically, it's heroin light. Doesn't have the agility, but has the strength.
Yeah. And power key is a bust. And you're heading right to Sylph Cave.
Yeah, it means pass view is smart. Yay.
Yes. I mean, a quarter of all of the checks in the game are in this one cave. Like, yes, sign me up. Not opening any boxes, though, is interesting.
I'm not sure what the plan was here, unless I'm just trying to do the pan checks first and see where I am.
Maybe? Maybe just trying to do the pan checks because those are quick, and then see what comes out of those.
Or maybe I was trying to get to see if the character was available and then do that
first.
first.
Ooh, yeah, see if a character comes out of it before you do all the Sylph boxes so that you can get the experience on them.
Yeah, you know, sling them up like 50 in the Sylph Cave. You know.
Yes, that's a reasonable thought. And it looks like we are headed back up to the overworld right after doing that silk ball, so...
It's kind of funny that even though the superhero just letting you blow everything up, it's still an hour 22 into this game and only 2 objectives aside. Even though it's like...
This is what happens when you make people go clear the entire moon before they can get underground.
Well, that's part of it, but...
And I'll do all the boxes. Things take time.
Yeah, it's one of those funny things like, hey, all the power, and I was like, but... Let's see, is she looking to have the goods today? And Sheila says...
Says yes. Pink tail,
that
here
is
you
belly.
go.
It's not adamant, because the adamants are off, but it is something. Inventory boss is a thing on my side, for sure.
And then Sheila says, you can get underground. Enjoy. Thanks, Sheila, for this magma key that's going to take up an inventory slot for the rest of the game unless we go watch a cutscene just to get rid of it.
Meanwhile, apparently, Sheila must have been part of Golbez's plot here, getting the magma key instead of Kane.
Yeah, well, Sheila wanted to hold on to the magma key because she knew that she was not going to let anyone touch it until they found Yang, and Yang's not available as a character in this scene.
Yes, it's true. We were able to bonk even though he's in another dimension. So, the face talking to you might have some slight problems here. Now, the pink tail could be a key item, and in his
it's the Twin Heart.
You chase it.
That is a tall order for me at this point in the seed. As much as I love music, that's a long check.
It looks like, though, I am choosing to check out who the character is.
I mean, maybe it's a good character.
Well,
Kane.
Which I reset out of. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Kane is not worth the package. I suppose.
Well, I guess what I'm doing is I'm seeing...
we need to see the Sanderby character, I see. Because we will get the Sanderby event, probably. It's somewhere, it exists.
And this might tell us who the 7th is.
And that's not going to tell you who the 7th is, sorry!
The giant is the last one.
The giant is the last one. Either you get a Cecil, which is wonderful, or you get a Tello.
And you don't know until you finish the giant which one you're going to get.
Yep.
Which is, do you really want to wait?
Do you really want to take that gamble?
I said no, apparently, and I'm going to take the game.
I think I just take the cane here and cut my losses.
Meanwhile, Rose's...
Sure, I'm glad I don't have to deal with food being not useful, but yeah, we'll make do with Kane. Plus, the giant character's not going to get the giant experience.
And probably won't get the Sylph Cave experience either, since that's probably going to be done first anyways.
Yeah, that's a lot of experience to miss out on. I mean, giant is what? Without all the multipliers, it's 250,000?
I don't even know what it's going to be now. We'll see what crazy...
With the multipliers, it's going to get, even without a slingshot, that's like level 40. With a slingshot, easily Zeroma's ready from giant.
Orm is so fast, the key is just sitting there standing. It took forever to fall.
Yeah. Being fast has its disadvantages.
And meanwhile, the Quake hit only one person. You've actually seen the Quake in this superhero setting hit nobody. We come here late enough, and then the mountain still falls anyways. Out was not level 50.
Listen. They want the Quake to seem scary, but they also don't want it to actually kill you. Well, they do kind of want it to kill you, but they don't want it to, actually be super, super devastating. So it just destroys the mountain. But it is interesting to think about the fact that a Quake that does 100 damage to the party is enough to destroy mountains. Whereas when we throw out Quakes for 3,000 damage casually, it doesn't reshape the world. our earthquakes are 30 times more powerful than what Titan just did. I don't know.
The logic of video games, yay.
I guess Radio's in a place of distress in the story, and so her quake is not very focused on the party. It's just kind of cast in general, and so we got like the outside effects of it. Maybe I could see that. Anyway, there was a Nylon man on screen. He's not on screen anymore.
Yeah, this spot is not very scary at all. Hey, we have a full party now, only 88 minutes into the seed.
Yeah. We finally have a party of 5. We're starting to check out some of the Sylph Cave boxes here on Stony's side.
Which means that very shortly we should see if there's any payoff here, although based on what's on my screen, the only thing that's left is the Forge and the Sand Ruby, because of course it's gonna come down to you have 17 out of this whole thing.
Well,
right?
we have the Rat Tail.
There's a Rat Tail and everything else is terminal.
And everything else is terminal. Yep. So we're just looking for the Forge really, because the Giant can happen whenever, and we need to do it anyway. We don't care about the Sand Ruby anymore, at least on your side, and probably shortly on Stony's side as well.
Yeah, because the 4 out of the 5 optional objectives have already been done.
Yeah, the Sand Ruby's cool, I guess, but it doesn't need to happen. Oh, right, I guess you still had to do Baron Basement.
I hadn't done it yet. I'm not sure
Yep.
On my side. Anyways, I think it happens. I thought I'd already done it, but, you know.
You're walking there right now. I can't imagine that you've done it already, and you're walking back here for fun.
Stranger things have happened in a seed.
There's a Rat Tail and Sylph Cave. Stony's taking some time to think about what they want to do about that. Lots of other junk, but we've located the only other thing that we don't really care about. I guess it'll be nice for Stony to be able to turn in both tails at the same time.
That's a possible thing.
Still working our way through the back side of Sylph Cave. It's the back side because it's the side that doesn't lead through Sylphs. But there's stuff back here. And the double mobiles have the Sand Ruby. That is... Okay, now we're just looking for Forge.
Yep. Now, that does also mean that Stony now has the option. He could just simply choose to turn the Sand Ruby and forget about Yang and the Pang, but I don't think you would necessarily want to do that.
Well, Stony doesn't have the pink tail yet, so Stony would still definitely go for the pan, and then you get the pink tail. Just go ahead and turn it in.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's a check. The Sand Ruby's not a check. Skip the Sand Ruby.
The perils of no mode up here in the booth compared to what the runners actually knew at the time.
Yeah. Flood.
And considering the
disappointment.
The booth also consists of both of the runners, so even more funny.
And it looks like you are headed back to Sylph's Cave to do some of the things that Stony's doing now.
Yes, we need to purposely...
Which way do you go first? Are you a back first or a front first?
That sounds like a more risque question than it probably is intended to be. I'm probably going to go to the front side first, but I'm not sure.
Looks like past you went backside first. I mean, I like backside first if I'm going to be clearing checks because there's more checks back here than down the main path. And if we're running vanilla meows where they're all in the vanilla locations, 6 of them are back here. but obviously this
Yeah,
is not vanilla.
no, that would be just too kind.
No, yeah, exactly. Real heads up play, they're using Blitz on Edge instead of Flood. These ghosts are not actually weak to ice, they just absorb fire. Blitz is more powerful than Flood, use Blitz. If your damage is like close but not quite there, Blitz.
It also takes care of Kinazo's wave if you're in a pinch for a lightning spell.
Yep. We don't need to blitz these though. The centipedes, no, we don't care. The centipedes are centipedes.
What is
They go
that?
down real quick. And that's backside of Sylph Cave. We got a rat tail and we got a sand ruby, but no forge. Are we gonna get a required twin heart? I would love a required twin heart.
Kind of looking that way, because we're down to, at this point, what's left in the check pool. We've got the
I'm trying to think of how many chests. Oh, there's still Fey March.
Warrior chest, the Fey March,
Warrior's chest,
freebie,
Fey March freebie, the Fey March bosses themselves.
and I think that's...
And there's still a couple boxes inside.
Oh, there's also... Oh, the last arm chest is not in the pool, so that can't be it either. There's a D-Mist, actually, isn't there?
There is a D-Mist.
I've not seen it yet, but there's a D-Mist.
I mean, it can be... Well, there's a couple of checks on the overworld that I don't think anyone's peeked for D-Mist.
Oh, true.
No one's bothered to go to Mist Cave or Waterfall yet, looking for D-Mist. D-Mist could be at the Harp, D-Mist could be in Sealed Cave, D-Mist could be in the Fey March still, we haven't been there yet. It's wild to say that we haven't been to the Fey March yet. An hour and a half in.
There's a free check in there, yes.
There's literally a box in there that you could just open and it gives you a key item. And we have not been there. Because we want to route it in with the Warrior's chest and the two bosses, and the bosses are kind of weak.
Oh, they would have been rude an hour ago. I think,
Yeah, they would have. They are more than speed bumps. They're slightly more than speed bumps at this point. Whereas these monster boxes are speed bumps that we can just kind of roll over.
So basically, the Fey March bosses are potholes.
Yes, the Fey March bosses are potholes, and the boxes are speed bumps, including the Warrior's chest. That's a speed bump.
Sure tell
I actually really like that metaphor because they're very manageable. Like the bosses are very manageable at this point. But if you get too overconfident and you just charge right through them, you're not having a good time.
Making the Fey March dents your rims, huh? I should probably tell the local city to get a whole bunch of these monster boxes and put them in place of the actual speed bumps.
Okay, we are almost done with the Sylph Cave monster boxes. It's just Dark Tree mobiles. Breath is such a silly spell. Unfortunately, the way Breath is coded, if you resist any one of the statuses that it tries to inflict, the entire attack misses.
As levels go up, it increasingly becomes likely that one of those checks fails.
Yeah. Well, I mean, more magic defense can help you dodge it, but really any piece of gear that resists any status effect that it inflicts will just give you immunity to Breath. And there's a lot of pieces of gear that just have a random status resistance. You know, like, the ninja hat gives you immunity to sleep. Or the headband gives you immunity to charm, or the crystal ring gives you immunity to paralyze, or the... whatever... I'm trying to think other things. The rune ring is immunity to silence. Like those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if you can't be silenced, you can't be breathed. Can't be charmed, can't be breathed. Can't be put to sleep, can't be breathed.
Sounds like it could be have really good applications in real life with people who like to have bad breath. But
Yeah, if you were just, I'm like, yeah, I have insomnia, so I can't have bad breath anymore. That's how that works. That'd be wonderful.
I think I'd have a better trade-off. Like maybe Tic Tacs would be preferable to that, but I like sleep.
Sleep's good, yeah. That was just the easiest one to translate to real life as far as immunity go. Like, I can't be turned into a toad.
Well, Palom sure could be.
Yeah. Rat tail is not the answer.
Alrighty, Bo. So, yeah, that leaves the 3 Feymarch checks, the D-Mist, and the Twin Harp for the final 2 pieces of the 4.
4 Feymarch checks. We got warriors.
Oh, that's right, warriors too. Okay.
4 checks. But yeah, we're down to our last 6 checks in the game.
And isn't it funny that out of the Forge has 2 checks, they're the last 2 for both runners to show up.
I know. Oh my goodness. Well, neither of them lead to anything, so.
Right, but you figure in a randomly distributed set, you probably would have found one of the 2
You
before
probably
everything
should have.
else.
Especially, like, I get not finding them before Underground, like, because there's not that many checks. But, like, we did all the Sylph Cave and they didn't show up. We did all the tower and they didn't show up. That's a lot of checks. And we have sync as we're going through Feymarch. Oh my goodness.
That is kind of funny.
I love that one that Stoney's using float and you're just like, no, I'm gonna heal my party. I think I'd probably be a floater here, but honestly, at this point, you've got enough like health. It's kind of whatever. Oh my, still synced up. And of course, it's in the last box. There we go. We found the warriors in their vanilla location. Flame is not killing these warriors. No.
No.
Just attack. There is no point in flaming them. Even Blitz is not killing these. These have like 2,500 hit points or something like that. You're waiting for Quake. Realistically, you're waiting for Quake.
Probably could twinned it. That would probably have done a little bit here too.
Yeah, Twin falls off. Wouldn't have been enough. Not split 5 ways, unless you roll Comet, but...
I
I'm not
have a much
gambling
more
on
fun.
Comet.
I think it was much more fun time with Avenger than Stony is, unfortunately.
Yeah, with Kane in the party, Avenger is real nice. And our freebie is a Murasame, so that's cool for Edge. But neither of those checks were the answer, or even half of the answer.
Which means that now it's either the 2 Feymarch bosses are exactly the 2 Forge pieces, or we have to go to a Twin Harp.
Or look for D-Mist.
Yeah, that too. I'm gonna imagine that Demus is probably one of the things down here at this point, because we've seen most of their flavors.
It's likely, but it's not necessarily required. There's 2 spots on the overworld plus Twin Harp. And Giant. D-Mist could be up there. But there's D-Mist. Okay, we found it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is time for Demist at Leviathan. This is a thing that exists.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And it looks like
no.
I'm just...
Stony! No! Don't cast white on the Demist. Casting white on the Demist is not ideal.
No. I'm trying to YOLO this. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. We'll see here.
Yeah, it's got a lot of hit points. Demist is unfortunately quite tanky and also not weak to anything. And resists holy and absorbs holy. So yeah, no.
And down it goes. Yay!
Ooh, we are through Demist. There's a check from the spot, there's a check from Liddy's mom. I feel like you gotta take a Sir while you're here, though. Or that mom.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just a power fruit anyways.
Oh, good. That's done. We have a 1 in 3 chance that Twin Harp is required. Actually, no, 2 in 3 chance that Twin Harp is required. Oh boy.
Doing math on stream is not a thing here.
We're leaving.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting. We're abandoning the Mom Bomb. Okay.
Not sure why. That seems like it'd just be faster to take it out. But...
when you have 3 checks left and you need 2 of them, you don't leave a check behind. Well, there's something on Demist. Okay, that's half of it. And now you get to choose between Harp or Mom Bomb.
Sony did the same thing. You don't think he did the Mom Bomb either?
Oh my goodness. Yo.
Oh, what were we thinking exactly?
I don't know. Do the Mom Bomb.
What am I doing? Oh, I hadn't checked the rat tail
You
yet
haven't
either.
checked the rat tail. Okay, that makes it a little more okay. Because rat tail's real quick. Well, rat tail's not going to give you your answer. Stony, thank you. Past Stony. Land on the right side of Mist Village so you don't have to sit through the package cutscene.
Needed love? Oh, okay.
Because we absolutely need Forge, our first 3 objectives are hard required, which means we can't skip them. And the giant doesn't have anything. We're going to try and...
Might have been a meta objective of do the giant last too. I'm not sure if that was part of this or not.
Yeah. I mean, the giant's not going to have anything other than Demist, so... Let's see.
It can't anyways, because we've already seen it now, so the giant is nothing at all.
Giant's nothing. It's just a place you go at the end of the seed.
Okay, so giant was the part. Meta-wise, was supposed to be the last check you did.
Okay, that makes sense.
That explains that.
I would have routed it in earlier, probably, on the way down from the moon, if I was routing. Just efficiently, but I understand.
And I guess you can sometimes pull when you have the vanilla giant, and, you know, you can sort of do things with hard required objectives, make sure it's like, yes, you have to do it last, and that's not going to mess anything up because it has nothing.
Unless Demist, but fortunately it did not have Demist.
Sure. I always hear about those, like, 1 in whatever odds it is from that. But
yep.
Math on stream is not a thing.
Yeah. But yeah, the runners have no reason to do the Sandalby because they have to do Giant and Forge, and that will give them enough objectives. This cutscene's taking a while. I was gonna say we're getting ready for music, but this cutscene is taking a while.
Yeah, unfortunately with Forum being like 99 agility, the Dark Elf is not acting very fast.
Yeah.
We got double
Oh.
viruses going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, and now we are going to get some music.
Time for DJ Spoony B to show up and give us a tune. So be back in a minute. Okay, well, Eddie got some very fast fingers there with that harp. And there's the adamant rock. So the
Yay.
gamble of skipping the mom bomb actually did pay off. Go
Yeah.
figure.
Listen, when I will say, as the person who sequenced that for the harp, it was supposed to be faster. The harp tool could not handle 64th notes. I mean, it could, but the file was too big, so I had to make it shorter. I had to make it 30 seconds.
Aha.
He was supposed to be plucking twice as fast as that. But the file was too big, and he wouldn't be able to finish the song, and I chose to finish the song.
Well, that seems on par with Final Fantasy. Of course, creators, they had to cut the plot a little bit because they were running out of memory.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the joys of 1991 coding, when it's like, okay, you have
yes.
to get the game to fit within 1 megabyte roughly of space.
Yeah. No, I have. I think the harp tool gets mad at me if I use more than like 12 kilobytes of space on it. It's really not a lot of room for data there.
What am I doing here?
I don't know, trying to buy masa.
Yeah, but I have plenty of cash already for it.
I don't know.
Hey, it's a life stat.
Oh.
It's a very unimpressive
Neat.
word.
And now it is giant time.
Gales was working hard required objectives. You can also lock a certain cannon behind objectives too if you really want to funnel it somewhere. You were saying? Sorry?
Oh my goodness, yeah. There's definitely a very full clear where you kind of see it. Although we got to skip a boss and a chat. That's cool.
We also got to skip the waterfall and the mist cave. Go us!
Yeah. You mean two bosses that would fall over if we like glanced in a direction?
Oh, hey, you take the pictures where you can get them, right?
Anyway, time for the Giant of Babil. This is not a challenge at this point.
It might just be annoying depending on what's left of the boss pool, but that's about it.
Like an hour ago it would have been like, okay, we can do this, but it's gonna be a little annoying maybe. Now this is... We're gonna just sit here and grind through hit points and not actually take damage or anything. Or have to think about it.
I don't think there's anything that really can be annoying that's left in the pool, is there?
I don't think so.
And we've seen the Gauntlet, we've seen Golbez, we have seen DKC.
D-Lunars maybe mildly.
Yes, idealers maybe. Let's not overthink this, let's get going.
Yep. Oh, Kinazo. Honestly, I'm not scared of Kinazo at this point. We are actually faster than this spot.
Well, you called that into existence.
Yay! Hi, Kinazo!
Yeah, now we're going to wave actually a little bit challenging because the wave does not care about your HP.
The wave is the wave. It does wave things.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, Porum is faster than Kinazo. Here. Usually that doesn't happen. And you are very sad. In this case, we are faster. So we might actually get to nerf some waves.
I'm just saying YOLO, forget it.
Yeah, we're just gonna do lots of damage and try and make sure these waves don't hit for ridiculous damage. There's the first wave. He's taking a bunch of damage. That's still like 2,000 damage on everyone. Yeah, this spot,
it's totally cool.
If you don't do any damage before you get the first wave off, which is very likely if you're not properly anchored or ridiculously fast like this party is, this spot will do 2,700 damage to your whole party in the first wave. That's gonna wipe out most parties. It's not fun. I think this is like the worst boss plus spot combo I think in the game.
That's very likely true.
And it's kind of just falling over. We're not really caring. It's already inside the shell on Stoney's side, inside the shell on your side. Yeah, no, this is... We're just too strong for this game. That's what it boils down to. We are the superhero flag. Yeah, we're too strong to care about anything anymore. Plus all of our experience, yeah, it just doesn't matter. Bye. And we really needed that extra 205,000 experience. I guess it's not the flag is not applying to the giant. We're just getting the regular tanky item experience.
Yeah, I think, as I said, the flag had some bugs with it, so that's why it was eventually just yanked out of the club's flags. Hey, Ruby.
Yeah, your fire 3s are gonna hurt. Or fire 2s. Sorry, fire 2 counters might hurt a little bit, but also we kind of don't care. You don't have that many hit points. Like 24,000 here. We'll be fine. Probably. Yeah, we're cure pulling. We'll be fine. And bye, Ruby. That will be our giant Babil complete.
Who is the 7th character in the sea? Let's see. Who was lucky?
Hey,
there's... So Cecil was
just hanging out up here.
Unfortunately, it is way too late for your crystal sword and all of your nonsense. So.
Don't have time for that.
And hey, here's our crystal. We can now go and fight Z, finally.
Yay! Let's go fight C, because I don't know about you, but it's late for me.
I'm on East Coast time too, so yeah, it's we're about in the same boat here.
Yeah.
Of course, the difference is you're going to bed. I'm probably going back to work because it's just that time of month.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Don't
I'm
worry
going
about
to
the
bed because
agility.
I have to be out, like, I have to be at work at 8. And I have to physically go in.
I have chosen to work from home this week, as it turns out. But yeah, I could go into work if I really wanted to.
Yeah, no, that sounds not fun.
Hey, I got a whole nice new office setup. Actually, it's kind of fun. I'm actually not in a '70s era box dump, if you want to put it that way. Prior, imagine when they were going to sell the company, they decided to rent the cheapest possible place they could find. It
Oh
wasn't
my
actually
goodness.
rat infested.
Okay, well, we have a question that I suppose we do need to ask at this point, as we're getting to the end of the seed. Whose butt are we kicking?
It depends on what the lawyer advises, because I should have mentioned Golbez, and Golbez. I kind of stole that idea and put it into the plot of this thing. So we have to wait and see what the lawyer says. And then the other meta questions like, is the butt huge? Is it a hat?
There are so many questions. They don't.
We've pretty much gotten rid of a
We
lot
care
of them.
about the important one.
The crystal has been thrown. And for those of you who occasionally watch Z fights and look for the agility is going to be all screwed up on this one because Quorum is just so fast. And the other
Quorum
one
is so fast it doesn't matter. That's the situation here. Quorum is so fast that nothing matters. She is going to run laps around Zeromus.
Oh, hey.
Vegeta miss.
So the crystal's really a Dragon Ball is what this comes down to. Got it. Okay.
So our timer's going to be a little bit off. That's okay. We are just chewing through this Vegeta miss. He's not having a good day. It's just a situation where Zeromus is not going to have a good day. And that's just the whole story.
Alright, we're sticking to it. Kane is the weak one of the bunch here with that Avenger run.
Yeah. Seeing darts flying across on your screen. We're seeing Stony and all the spells. So many spells.
I think one advantage that Stony might have is with Party of Mages, we can just all deflect, whereas I have chosen to basically just go...
You're definitely going more Berserker with a little bit of Paladin, which is fine. It's probably going to be faster for your team. Stony's going mostly Mage, although we're darting directly this late, that's going to probably tip the HP. And trigger the HP refill. Any direct damage at all will trigger that refill. So anything other than a reflected spell. So we might be grinding through all the HP anyway. But the damage is really coming out strong here. So much damage from all these spells, so much damage from all these attacks. And that is a crumble on Stony's side. Looks like did get that HP refill skip. We'll see what the official time is in a bit. And there's a crumble on your screen as well, so...
I know we were very close. I just don't remember who actually,
who actually, like, won between the two of you. I obviously did not race this at the same time. This is an asynchronous race. Where both runners played the seed without knowledge of how any other runner did. Looks like Stony ran a 2:03.25 and you ran a...
That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem right. I know we dropped your stream a little bit in the middle, but I don't think we missed that much.
That would have been 2:03.35.
Oh, okay, 2:03.35. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, okay. So 10-second difference on that race. Wow.
You might have been counting my dinner break in there somewhere.
With such diverging routes that we saw, diverging a little bit, the little divergences here and there. It was really interesting, the diverging parties, but ending up finishing right about the same time.
Yeah, just 10 seconds variance in a 2-hour plus race. That basically came down to, could have been a venue somewhere, you always have to wonder when to get those, but it was a fun time, and thanks Sony for letting us use the VOD. Thanks, Vito, for commenting this wacky scene with me, and coming in the last minute to stream it for me. I really appreciate it very much. And also just Sony for doing all the tracking on this whole thing. So, it was a fun time. Let's see. Getting a little note in my ear here. I'll let you answer that question.
Hold on.
In terms of range target
potential.
Oh
yes, I am looking. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Blind Umpire, who's doing a Dark Matter Hunt seed.
Sounds fun. Dark Matter Hunts are always a thing, especially when you hard require it on someone like you do in Gale Swift seed. Happy hunting on that. Again, my name is Garen, the captain of Survivor Hero Island. If that kind of thing interests you with exotic flag sets on Gale Swift's Fork for Enterprise, free to hop into the Discord and check out the club. And if you just want to read the wacky lore, feel free to do that too. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Take care, y'all.